Grave of Fireflies is pretty good at that too, you know.
Yeah, I know, but Threads is... I'd have to say Threads is worse.
See, you know what? Grave of the Fireflies is really depressing. That is coming from someone who's never seen the movie or even a frame of the movie. It's really depressing.
Yes, that is the Weatherlight.
What?
So that's the actual name of that ship from
Weatherlight?
Magic the Gathering.
Okay. Yeah. Now, you said time stream? Is it time stream or timeline? I thought it was...
Oh, timeline. My bad.
Okay.
We're discussing which movie is the most depressing.
Honestly, the most depressing movie is obviously... which one is the one I was going to say?
Any of the Transformers movies, because it's so depressing how much they got things wrong.
No, not those.
Not like
those.
just genuinely
Who are we waiting on?
heart-wrenching depressing.
We're waiting on Chris?
Chris?
I was pretty depressed after watching that movie.
Which one?
The third Transformers.
I was
Like,
depressed.
what have you done?
I was depressed after Silent Hill, but
At least
I
Silent Hill
love
was-
I love the Silent Hill movie.
I couldn't stand it after after about with how the cult was set up and how
Story-wise, it's awful, but
I just
like
love
Silent
the
Hill.
visual design of
oh
it.
sure. The visual design of it is, but Silent Hill is like one of the only 5 game franchises that I actually care about the story about, and the story and the dynamics of the characters in the story are so backwards, you know.
Well, I'd imagine that someone who's not, a diehard Silent Hill fan or anything like that would get much more out of it. Because I don't know the plot of the game.
The problem is also the aesthetics on it. You can clearly tell they're pandering to Silent Hill fans with the camera work and the design of the early part of the movie. So it's like, I don't know. It seems to be both pandering and quote-unquote disgracing the fans. I don't know how to feel about this.
You're also forgetting the fact that we're talking about two different parts of the movie.
Yeah.
With the story being done by one group and then the art aesthetics being done by another.
Well,
So.
I believe Christoph was in charge of the visuals as well. It's just
He
with
was.
It's
They
just with
also
Roger Avery.
the studio also meddled with the script too.
Yeah.
Wasn't what was it, Topopoulos? Wasn't he part of that?
Roger Avery, I believe, was the main guy behind the script, and this was, I think, before he went to jail for vehicular manslaughter stuff. I think it was.
Yeah, I'm talking about the visual design stuff. I believe.
think it was
Blah,
Topopoulos.
blah, shit I don't
Yeah.
care about, blah, blah, blah.
D&D. Let's do that. D&D.
Yeah. I understand.
But
Blah, blah, blah.
Really?
You know. We could just talk about. We could talk about other things that are depressing, like
No, you're not.
like The Secret and the Laws of Attraction. That's depressing because of how stupid it is, but move on.
Sorry, Chris.
Chris, are you back yet?
He
I think
just left.
He went to the bathroom, I think.
No, I don't know what happened. He just said, hold on, tell me when you're ready, and now we're ready, and now he's gone.
No.
so how about those things that are happening?
Trying to look for the next upgrade to this shit.
Sweet!
Yeah, Envoy wanted to have a moment with Olivia, I believe.
Yes. And
But Chris is gone.
And Tara wants
Oh.
to have a moment with Envoy, so
Yeah, I want to hurry up and get this stuff out of the way, because I got other shit I want to get to before we end today.
Yeah.
mhm.
I'm not gonna have time for story time.
Okay. Wait, can I speak with you for a moment?
Moment seems to be an arbitrary length of time, but
I yell from down the hallway. It's a figure of speech.
I just wanted to make sure that you're okay. I know that seems a little odd, but
this one does not understand the question.
I know that you were close with Alexis, and she was one of the first people that, saw you as not a bad guy. Sometimes people have emotional ties to them, but I don't know how that works with the robot like you.
Emotions are not part of my thought process. I derive axioms and directives built on assumptions. Normally, directives and axioms would be created as part of entities such as this one, but due to my circumstances, I've been forced to derive my own directives from essentially nothing.
Okay, well,
Ooh, that's a nice one.
if you have any questions or concerns or anything, you can come to me. I know that this is going to sound weird, but I don't know if you understand the concept of trust, but you can trust me.
Like Envoy, like just pauses for a moment. Trust is a concept that this unit is aware of. He is aware of the lack of trust inherent with organics in relation to the Dalhai.
But I trust you, and I'll have an expression, but I'll have your back if you need it. I know a lot of people don't trust you because of how you look, but I will defend you if anything were to happen.
This unit recognizes the offer. However, this unit also suspects that it may be protecting you more than you protect it.
Oh, that may be true, but in a diplomatic sense, I will badmouth anyone who tries to hurt you.
I'll fight them.
I won't fight them. But again,
I
I will
Big words.
I will fight them off with big words.
Offer is recognized.
Just want to let you know. I know losing Alexis is hard on us all, but I feel like you being or looking like a Dalhai, it hurts you the most. Because, I mean, who's going to speak up for you? So, I will.
Very well. This unit recognizes the offer.
Okay. That's all I had to say. I believe Olivia is somewhere among the ship. I have no idea.
You got a lot of decks to go around to find her.
I know, right? I'm going to go to the...
Why?
No, I'm just going to go to my room.
Not you, not you.
Oh, okay.
I'm
thought you were yelling.
Google image searching sky ships and boobs. There's
Oh, of
just
course.
boobs.
Internet. Are the boobs in the shape of a ship?
No,
Or are they just?
Ew.
It's just randomly boobs.
they're just boobs.
I was gonna say, are they boobs on an airship?
Nope, just a close up of boobs.
It doesn't matter what you Google image search, something pornographic will show up.
Yep.
Safe
Thanks, internet.
Safe search.
No.
Yeah, I
there's
mean,
no
you're-
fun with
Safe
internet.
search is for pussies. I mean, come on.
See, we can get pissed when the boobs pop up, but then that's the Russian roulette of the internet.
So
Oh,
okay. Who's going with the next conversation?
Is Chris here?
Apparently not.
I think both the conversations involved.
I'm right here.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Chris.
Da-da-da-da.
Um,
I'm never gonna remember when my fucking mic is on or not.
I'm going to. Well, Envoy is going to try to seek to have a conversation with Olivia. Actually,
She will probably be in her room, kneeling on the ground in prayer.
Envoy will knock on the door to Olivia's room.
Yes.
It's Olivia. It is. It's Envoy. I want this one. Unit wanted to have a word with you, if possible.
And why would a Delhi want to speak with me?
This unit merely wanted to correspond the appreciation for you putting trust in the captain when others did not. This unit
She'll
feels
stand up and go to the door.
Envoy will be standing there when, well, still standing there whether the door is open or not.
You want to thank me for sticking up to the captain. Or for the
Indeed.
captain.
Indeed.
Why is that?
It seemed that the majority of the other party members did not have a trust in the captain for one reason or the other. This unit expressed at least a passing interest, for the captain seemed to express knowledge in both the arcane and the mechanical realms that exceeded many others that this unit was exposed to. Furthermore, he seemed to have an interest with that box that we came across, and by curiosity wanted to see what Captain was able to accomplish with it.
I just believe the rest of the crew hadn't had enough of a time to talk with him. You can learn a lot about people from just conversing with them and gain to understand who they are.
Agreed. Envoy simply responds.
She actually perks an eyebrow at that. Really, you agree with that?
Naturally, this unit is equipped with almost every known language. It assumes that the only reason for that to be the case is for it to have the means to communicate with others in order to gain information.
What purpose were you given these access to languages and the ability to learn of such nature?
That information at the moment appears to be unknown to this unit. The only thing this unit knows from its earliest memory banks was to fight the Dalhai, which it presumed was for the purpose of protecting their organics. Therefore, its primary directive is that for the sake of protecting organics as much as possible, it is to fight the Dalhai and maintain its functionality for as long as possible.
It's a curious nature to have. So not actually show what the true purpose of any of your features might be at this point, beyond the fact that they're to fight the Dalhai.
I've mentioned this when I was first recovered by the other members of the team. This unit appears to know how to fight and how to communicate, yet it was never given a reason why it should fight or communicate. Therefore, this unit has been forced to come up with its own directives in order to operate effectively.
And what have you come to?
My primary directive is what I've been operating on for the most part. Other sub-directives essentially relate to minimizing unnecessary fear or panic amongst organics within communities by obscuring my presence or simply not being present as much as possible. In addition, this unit places a high level of trust in the party he directly works with in order to ensure that both they survive and they're able to maintain the functionality of this unit.
I see. Well then, I hope you can live up to those directives.
If you wish to learn anything more about this unit, it will be more than happy. It will be more than communications will be more than adequate at any time.
Perhaps in time. At the moment, I think I've had quite enough of looking at you that I can stand for this moment.
Understood. Envoy just doesn't even seem his tone of voice doesn't even change at all. Almost as if it doesn't recognize that was meant to be a slighted comment.
Mm-hmm. I'm done.
And then moves
I'm
on.
still on, right? Like I can.
I mean, now at the same time, I'm going to run my insight against just passive insight. Would Envoy be able to passively, with a 31 insight, tell kind of that the comment was meant to be not really a positive comment of any sort?
Yeah.
No. But he doesn't seem to show any sort of reaction to it in its tone, though.
Okay. Who was the next in line? Who was supposed to talk to Alexis? Or not Alexis.
Olivia.
Not
I
Alexis.
was going to talk to her. We can hold off that next week.
I was gonna ask Timeline about something, but the entire ship would be able to hear it.
Do these conversations all still broadcast at the ship?
Yeah, he told it to turn it back on, so yeah, everybody heard
All
that.
comms on all the time.
That's why I went.
Well, these things happen.
I just don't listen.
So, who's telling them where to go? Now that we have our map and we can figure out where we're going.
I will point
It's the
him-
Broken Isles, by the way. That's what they're called.
The Broken Isles.
Yeah.
I will point him to... Well, actually, have I been told the Black Citadel's over here first?
Yeah, you guys know the Black Citadel is on this island. somewhere.
Okay. I'm going to tell him to get to the Broken Isles and then look for the Black Citadel.
Okay.
Yeah, let's do that.
The
But I do it in my British accent.
the ship acknowledges the command from Odam, and time wraps around it, but it doesn't seem to be doing it within the blink of the eye this time. It does seem to be shooting over the ground again. Anybody inside the map room?
I don't know. I wouldn't be in there.
No, I wouldn't either.
Envoy would probably spend most of his time in the map room when he's not with anyone else. So.
Okay.
Okay.
Where's everybody on the ship right now?
Room.
Livia's
I'd be in
probably
my.
the room.
Yeah, I'm in my quarters.
I'm in my
meditating.
quarters, like, dreading going back to those islands.
Okay. Envoy, as you guys start coming up towards the edge of the islands, you're actually seeing basically you know these islands to be barren now, but you see a whole civilization below ground.
Timeline. What time are we at right now?
Query unknown. But as you say that, the basically time seems to envelop, and you actually watch the cities pretty much crumble into ruins. You see hundreds of thousands of these dragon people die, and from some kind of invading force. The city's burned and destroyed.
You just sort of picture the shots of like the carnage, and then just shots back to Envoy's face, blank and emotionless, while very sad music plays.
Like a puppy head cock, like. Hmm?
Well, thank God Varric was not in that room.
Right.
And
He's already not happy about being here.
the ship slows down to basically current time. Yeah, right to current time, and begins to pretty much descend to pretty much staying about 500 feet above ground. Basically, yeah, above the ground, as it pretty much starts scanning the ground below. Over the comm, you hear the timelines say signs of inorganic life detected.
At which point I'm gonna get up and head to the map room.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Assemble!
Avengers, assemble!
Envoy is seen just sort of looking down at the sort of the map screen itself.
You see pretty much like rogue bands of
Right.
Dalhai kind of scurrying about.
Timeline query. Do you have any sort of cloaking device?
Negative.
Have you figured how many? Let me try that again. Timeline. What are their numbers?
Current location, roughly 5,000.
Hey.
Huh.
Well, I'm pretty sure we can safely assume that as soon as we're on the ground, Odam is going to be flying out of here, and we can contact him with a sending ritual afterwards.
Signs of war, positive.
Really?
Who are the Dalhai fighting in this region?
Query unknown.
Is there a battle happening right now?
Negative.
So we don't know who the Dalhai are fighting, and there are no fights currently going on, but we do know they are here.
From battle-scarred ground, fight may have been within 3 days of arrival. We're just gonna name this ship Exposition Dump.
Okay,
Well,
did we know before getting here where the exact location of the Black Citadel was?
Nope. You guys know
Yeah,
it's
no.
on the island.
Yeah.
Timeline, are you able to determine the location of the Black Citadel?
Until further scans made, no.
What is the maximum range of your scans?
Say about 200 miles.
Okay.
Roughly
So-
a full island scan in 2 days.
Do we have that time?
Nope.
Well,
Doesn't mean we have to be on it while it's doing it.
also true. But do we have any way of communicating with Timeline once we're off the ship?
Negative.
Yeah.
No, we don't have our comm badges.
We have means of human. Would it be possible for this unit to be installed with a means to communicate with the ship timeline?
With your current upgrades, negative.
Ooh.
Snap.
Somebody seems to be behind the times.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh,
If-
someone
if-
hasn't gotten their manufacturer's updates.
Yes.
Snap.
If only some entity outside of the campaign would assist in that. Hmm.
Somebody's still running Microsoft Windows 8.
It's better than ME.
I was gonna say no. If you want to make a slight joke, you would say 3.1. But you know,
You wouldn't be running at this point then.
No, 3.1 will still run. Windows ME? Nope.
Windows
What is it?
2000.
It's still stable. Still used on a
Um,
lot of business servers.
Let's see. The ship replies again. Another battle site sighted.
where's the location of the battle site?
It's actually a ping happens right there.
Well, let's go see it, but keep high enough so they can't really spot us.
The ship ascend. Or
Timeline, do you have any type of surveillance cameras or anything so we could look at it without getting too close?
this ship and I are alive. Surveillance is not needed.
Fine.
The ship ascends to a great height and basically points pretty much its eye that is using to basically survey the ground straight down above that mark and basically says magnify, and pretty much it blows up what you see on the ground and
Zoom in, enhance.
Yep, basically. And Varrig, you recognize a lot of the warfare weaponry that's laying apart in random parts of the ground.
This doesn't seem right.
Varric, what is it?
You don't see bodies, but you see a lot of armaments.
This is my people's weapons.
I thought your people were almost wiped out.
Mm-hmm. Hence, it doesn't seem possible.
Yeah.
Unless it's those punk teenagers just using them.
What's the state of these weapons? Do they look ancient?
Nope.
Like, or relatively new?
They look recently forged, even though they were just put through a war.
God.
Is it remotely possible that some could have survived and reformed a society?
I haven't told you guys about my escape. Have I?
Scanning body type Varrig. And basically a little blue light just kind of like runs up and down your body.
You just got molested by a laser.
it's like I'm just staring right now. I'm not even noticing.
This ship touched it inappropriately.
This. I'm just like it's like Varric's just like rubbing the top of his head, just like.
Signs of life matching Varrig.
Where?
Pings a location here.
What's the size of the size of the words? Oh, fuck.
Community.
Signature. What is the size of the?
Settlement.
Thank you.
Scans hard. Scans not very thorough. Civilization seems to be underground. Current
still
scans
lost my-
picking 5,000.
Derek, you have
We
to
need to get
explain
there.
something.
I storm off to my room. Come back. Armed. Weapons. We're going.
Yeah, we need to get going.
Underground?
Destination wish to be changed.
Timeline, are you able to scan the ground and find any entrances?
3 entrances found.
Can you mark them on a map for us?
And 3 pings pop up on the on a zoomed map of the mountain.
Very.
Hmm. I don't know if that came through. I just went like,
Determination, civilization, hostile.
makes
Hmm.
fucking sense.
Well, at
These
least
are your
we
people, Varric.
Defense
You're the one.
mechanisms will be active upon approach.
If nothing else, drop me off. Leave.
Hang on. I'm gonna go up to Odam.
You have to go up like 3 flights, 3 floors, and
Timeline. Can you take me to Odam?
main deck transport, and it basically pulls you all the way up to the main deck, but not Odan's deck. It doesn't take you right up to there. You have to go up another flight of stairs and into that room.
I go up another flight of stairs and I
Sure.
approach Odam. Odam,
Yes.
there is a possibility that we are about to encounter more lizard people like the one that we have with us.
Oh, I thought they were all dead.
So did we, which is why I'm going to kindly request that you tell Timeline not to fire upon them.
Well, you know, if they attacked the ship.
Could we just not land right on top of them? Could we land a bit farther away and we'll just
We're
walk?
go-
I'd rather
Well-
not shoot on my people.
Well, if we land on top of them, we're gonna have to crash through a mountain.
Remember,
I don't
all
think we're
comm
gonna
channels are
fucking
open at
do
all
that.
times, guys.
That's why he's replying to Varric already.
Yeah, that's why I'm just snapping at this point. I'm like, that's what we're doing.
We'd have to crash through the mountain to be able to reach them.
Yeah, but we don't know. Some might come out in looking for if they saw a ship, and if
Timeline pipes up. Main cannon can breach mountain.
No,
Oh, jeez.
we are parking far away and we're walking. That's what we're doing.
End
Okay.
of story.
We're walking around it.
So, Odam, are we clear on this? No firing on the lizard people.
The ship shall protect itself if fired upon.
Can you then take the ship to somewhere where it cannot be fired upon? At least not by the lizard people.
We'll see how it goes when I put the thing down. I can't stop them from shooting it.
That's
Well, I
why
can by
we're
shooting them.
landing farther away.
Guys, let's just listen to Varric because I feel like he's getting really angry.
Well, I don't have any problem putting it down farther away. I'm just saying, if they come out and they're all mad and they want to poke at the ship, I'm going to poke back.
Okay, as soon as we're on the ground, take off and leave.
Okay, I can do that.
Okay, good.
Perfect.
Now we're clear on that. Let's get down there.
So
I'm like already moving to where we're gonna be.
So
departing
you
from.
don't want me to come back to get you?
I will let you
Dan,
know.
Okay.
I was gonna say we will let you know. You will hear a voice in your head saying that we'd like you to come pick us up.
The voices will be back. Yay.
Yes,
Okay.
we will
Let's
let
get
you
going.
know.
Let's get going before Varric chews his way out of the ship.
I know.
She touches down about maybe 10 miles outside of where she's pinging the entrances and exits to this place. And lifts off.
I just start storming.
Pretty much where you guys stand in the ship, the floor melds from underneath you and you pretty much are on the ground where you were standing. Basically, you don't need to walk off the ship. It just lets you off on its own.
I immediately start walking towards it.
I follow after.
Yeah.
As you start walking towards it, well, after about, 15 minutes of walking, you guys end up towards one of the entrances, and it's just littered with Dalhai corpses, piled up, heads on, robotic heads on spikes.
Hmm.
Your people is really impressive, Eric.
Bounds.
Out of curiosity, I was gonna say, is Envoy with you guys or no?
Yep. Well, I don't
Oh.
know. Would he?
Envoy would actually ask Varric before the trailer. It's like Varric. Given the recent events, it may this unit is not sure if it would be prudent if he were to accompany you.
Probably not a good idea.
Should we just chuck a cloak over him?
This
No,
unit,
that won't
this,
work.
There
this,
we have a giant pile of bodies here.
this unit could remain on the ship if necessary.
I would actually rather that than trying to conceal from people who may very likely murder the ever-loving crap out of you.
Yeah,
If you-
Envoy, let's do that.
The only
Yeah.
the only request this unit has, if you find any items that might potentially be useful for it, to try to bring them back if possible.
We have no one. We
can't
have
do
no one with engineering. We have no idea what would be useful.
I can evaluate it.
I would say perception.
We can evaluate the utility. I can evaluate the utility of the items when they're brought back. If something just appears to be in solid form, or at least useful, or not heavily destroyed.
He's basically asking just to bring bodies back, and he'll shift through it and figure out what he wants
Yeah.
later.
Bodies,
That's
or
what
at
I'm,
least
that's what I'm just saying.
bodies or components that don't seem like they've been jacked up, like gangster style. That's how you would say it.
Glad, glad.
Yeah.
All right,
Don't worry,
we'll
Envoy,
keep an
I'll-
eye out. We'll
do
keep
what we
an
can,
eye
but
out.
no promises because
This unit will remain on the ship for the time being.
We have pressing matters, and right now, Varric is the one taking the lead, and I, for one, will follow his lead on this.
Understood.
I'll keep an eye out.
If anything further is needed, please don't hesitate to contact.
I won't.
Very
Okay.
well.
Okay, so we can go back to the piles of bodies.
Yep.
Yes.
piles of bodies.
Piles of bodies. You see a very large cave entrance. Massive footprints leading into this thing. Almost, probably, almost half or twice the size of yours.
Interesting.
How big does your kind get, Varric?
Looking at it.
Various average size for these things. I believe you said.
Yeah, I am.
So he's about 6'6".
So these footsteps are for something bigger.
Someone's been tampering with my people.
Do these footsteps look like they have?
They
like,
look
they're
exactly like
mechanical?
Barracks, just bigger.
Yeah,
Okay.
the footprint looks the same. That's why I immediately jumped to that. It's like, yeah, these look like mine, but giant.
Yep, he's able to put his inside of that one. Lucky.
Well, it could be that some exceptional warriors grow to be larger in size.
No, they don't. Trust me.
Okay,
Alright.
so you guys entering the cave?
Yeah.
Okay, you guys enter the cave.
I'm like
it's-
looking for stuff on the walls and whatnot and seeing what I can see out of that. See if I recognize anything.
It
language-wise
goes
or whatever.
quickly pitch black.
Man, I wish I'd actually gotten that low light vision. That would be nice.
I'll crack a sunrod.
Shakes fist.
Damn you, light!
Do you want me to carry the sunrod?
I like put my hand back. I'm in the front. I'll carry it.
Okay, I'll put it in his hand.
You
Grab
okay. After
Yeah.
some time, you breach through the tunnel and enter a massive cavern. That seems to be
Whoa.
like it's like half of the mountain seems to be hollowed out from the inside. From the inside. Obviously, because it's hollowed out. That's obviously on the inside. Brain no work.
Can we see like marks on the walls that this has been carved rather than a natural formation?
Yep.
Damn. I have to say, Varric, I keep being impressed by your people.
This isn't our normal MO.
Still very impressive.
You guys continue through.
Yeah. Yeah.
As you guys continue through the massive chasm, you hear massive thuds all around you, just out of sight.
Stop moving. Put down your weapons, guys.
I don't have any weapons, so I just hold up my hands.
And slowly a head kind of pushes into the light. Massive face, gnarling teeth, a good 2 heads taller than Varric himself, and looks directly at him. And who are you?
I'd ask the same question.
We are the Bloodborne.
I'm trying to remember if we talked about that.
Nope, you have no idea who the Bloodborne are.
Okay, yeah. I thought we were all gone.
Maybe yours. But from the war, a new breed has been brought to us.
How did it start?
Mainly between us. Breeding between the ones that were strong.
I was told that there weren't any left.
Don't listen to everything you're told. You're weak. You're small.
Well, comparatively speaking, of course I am.
He completely steps into light, and you see massive wings jutting from his back that he folds over into a cape.
Well, that's entirely new.
So he looks much more like a humanoid dragon than Varric does.
Now, he looks exactly like... he looks like Varric, just much bigger.
And with wings. Yeah.
Yep. Basically, he looks like if dragons got smaller.
Oh.
It's the Balrog.
He's a cute dragon. That's all.
We are closer to our ancestors than you.
Well, I was just saying, well, because it's like one of the things, just like Varric has no idea what to do at this moment.
I'm just gonna stay quiet
because at the same time.
And what have you brought into our city? As pretty much like 12 other ones come out of the shadows, all with various weapons drawn.
I keep my hand where they can see them.
They are fighting with me.
They fight?
Yes.
They're so small.
We do it.
Skinny. Weak.
We do what we can to fight the Dalhai.
No, Varric does not drink a Red Bull and get wings too.
No, that's an optional upgrade later on down the line.
That'd be awesome.
The large one in front of you pulls out his sword and pretty much puts the tip right underneath your chin. And,
like, I just keep staring straight at him, no flinching.
And why should we allow you into the city, or even to exit it alive?
What possible threat could we be against you?
You know who we are. You know where we are.
So what, we'd sell you out to the Dalhai?
No. The rest of the world. The world that wanted us all dead.
That still does.
The reason why we're here is to fight the Dalhai, which, from what I saw outside, is I believe the same reason you're here.
No. We don't fight them because we need to. We fight them because they keep trying to come in the front door.
Well, our hope is to stop them from doing that.
Well, be my guest.
It's very likely at this point that the Dalhai are going to be reinforcing that area as strong as possible so that they can finish their conquering of our country. We're going to need help to take it out.
Who is this woman speaking to me like she matters?
You should introduce yourself. As I'm saying that because I still have a sword on me, on my, like, throat.
I'm a sister of the Church of Ardent, one of the.
Ha! Ardent. Frail gods you worship.
And who do you worship? The dragons.
The ones that breed us into life. Breathe us, my bad.
Do you know by chance where we might be able to find the Del Rye?
The cats?
Yes.
To the north, with the Doom Train.
I'm just imagining there is a Doom Train inside the mountain.
There's always a Doom Train somewhere.
I was gonna say the Doom Train. Like what's out there? Candy, children having fun.
Bouncy castles.
Bouncy castle.
Like we should go to what was it? Candy Apple Island. What's out there? Apes, but they're not as big.
Him and the Vel'Rai and half our forces stay together.
What do I need to do so that you will allow us to leave?
I don't know. Then I'll think of something. He pulls the sword down from your throat, sheaves it back in his sheath, and basically beckons you to continue into the cavern.
I do so.
The
Do we follow after, or do...
yeah, the
I
other guys
recommend it.
the other guys see their swords and do the same, or see their weapons and do the same thing.
I let my hands down and I follow after Varric.
From there, you hear a lot of basically like lights turning on in a warehouse, as the whole place seems to light up. The Vel'Rai are useful for something.
That they are.
And inside this, you see pretty much massive structures built into the side and the main basically the center of this chasm. All carved completely out of stone.
Impressive.
Lo and behold.
As you look around, you see they're pretty much they're all about 2 heads taller than you. There is not one of them that's not winged. You see pretty much Bloodborne completely lining the tops of the buildings as you guys slowly enter this stone city.
Interesting.
How in the hell did this go unnoticed? Well, probably because they killed anyone who got close.
It's easier to hide than you think.
The southern continent is also considered, or southern islands are considered to be uninhabitable.
This is also true. No. I think we might have found the reasons why.
This place is a lot like Australia. Everything tries to kill you.
What's
Especially
what's
the giant
Australia?
man dragons.
It's
I didn't know
rubbish.
there were dragons in Australia.
Except for, well, in New South Wales maybe.
He turns around and looks back at the party and lifts his arms in the air and says, "This is Vhagar, home of the Bloodborne."
It's a lovely place.
Awful name.
As I say it half sarcastically.
Well, you found your people, Varric.
Berg, we need to talk.
Interspliced within a couple, you actually point out a couple of Vel'Rai amongst the people.
Have some conversations when I'm done here.
I mean now.
No, I'm saying that to myself that I need to chew some people out.
Ah.
And I think this is where I'll call it.
Okay.
There's one thing I guess there's one thing I kind of had as an out of game question to ask, but we can wait till after the recording's closed off.
Did we get a name for the big guy?
Nope.
Nope.
He ain't gonna give you his fucking name.
Nope.
Mainly because I haven't figured it out yet. No, I'm kidding. I actually,
I was gonna say.
I actually have a name for him.
Yeah, usually this kind of a place,
Mhm.
names aren't given that easily.
You have a name for it now, but will you have it next week?
Yes. Because I'm looking at it right now. It's part of the name of a book on my bookshelf.
Ah.
Hey,
Dante.
Ah, he's going to be Lord of the blank.
kings.
His name
Ah,
is
Mr.
James
Fellowship
Bond.
of the Ring. We
Mr.
honor you.
Mr. Terry Goodkind.
Mr. From Up Buick 8.
Mr. Shades of Grey.
I don't own that book. You.
Well, I'll talk about Stuart Ashton's book.
His name is Abby.
Mr. Godfather.
Mr. Some reason I have 5 copies of Michael Crichton's Timeline.
Mr. Cthulhu.
Ah, Mr. Bible, how are you doing?
Mr. King James version.
Kama Sutra?
I just want somebody to go like, what's your name? King James version. Ah, Mr. Version.
My name is Dreamcast.
Now we're just jumping to different forms of media.
My name
Not
is...
at all.
My
And here's
name
his
is
Lieutenant
Tush.
Yankee Candle.
Crazy. They call me crazy.
And
Crazy Taxi.
And his brother, Toshiba.
I was just about to say that.
And here is my
And his
cousin.
son,
I am
Amp
Speed.
Energy Drinks.
And this is the great Cortisone Empire.
And his brother, Logitech. And Netgear.
It breaks half the time, and you know, every now and then we have to get a new one.
And this is my wife, Nvidia.
And her sister, Acer.
Acer.
And
My
my
son named
brother.
Radeon.
Ah, so she's cheap and gets around easy, huh? Well, you know.
My name is Frosted Flakes.
I'm pretty great.
How far can we stretch this?
Dear.
Hold on,
Okay.
What's
go
this
ahead,
one
sir.
called? Fuck. My name is College Rule Spiral Notebook.
I was gonna say, what would be great though, just full honesty, is to do like a parody session where names bring it progressively worse like this.
My name is Ultra Duster Industrial Strength Multi-Purpose Duster.
My name is Jumpstart First Grade.
My name is Sharpie. King size permanent marker.
My name is
I
Nope, it's
am-
not way too far.
You see a knight approach you. He says, "Greetings, I am Sir Marks-a-Lot."
My name is Uniball Vision, waterproof and fade proof.
My name
5.
is Tomb Raider. Wait.
I do like that my name is Mr. Clean.
My name is Paper Heart Mate W10 permanent marker.
How do you spell that?
My name is Made with Real Ginger.
My name is Limited Edition Assassin's Creed 3, Guild Wars 2, Diablo, Survival Edition, Tomb Raider, and World of Warcraft Collector's Edition, Cataclysm.
Oh,
The
for
third.
French then. Okay. I wasn't sure until that last
Everyone
one.
just calls me Steve.
Ridiculous long name.
My name is Mass Effect 2.
My name is Federal Reserve Note IK420876444A K11 United States Federal Reserve Service or System.
Come on, that's lower so I can write.
Please
I was gonna
note
say-
this is a legal tender for all. I'm just reading everything on a $5 bill.
It's like my name is Beats by Dr. Dre. You may know my brother Soul by who is it? Soul by 50 Cent, I believe.
My name is Vizio.
My name is Pepsi Throwback.
My name is Jim.
My name is Verizon Wireless.
I'm sorry.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, hold on. My name is. Fuck. What's that say?
Like
Look-
I am.
That's a weird name.
Hold on.
I'm
Hold
Fox
on.
News, and this is my son, CNN.
My name is Miller, celebrated since 1855, Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Third.
You're a Wisconsinian, huh? Well,
Yes, I am.
It's
My name is isopropyl palmonate glycol cerate.
hey,
Dead.
no,
Dan, shut up! You're not supposed to be here.
yeah, your character's dead. He doesn't have a name yet.
True enough.
Hey, at least Gedden has something in common with his wife now. Heyo!
Heyo!
Oh, God.
What?
Girlfriend, but close enough.
Oh my god, you guys, no.
That completely joke.
I don't know if that chick's gonna dig that scar.
Oh, it's like, how did you die? You slipped on some water. That's not very impressive.
Yeah, we didn't figure out how he died.
My name is the Essential Cowan and Hobbes Classics.
Oh fuck, can I get your autograph?
Yeah, how did Gen die?
Yes.
You weren't there to witness it, so you have no idea.
I would say he died
Uh-huh.
of dysentery.
He
Everyone
broke his
dies of
leg.
dysentery.
Across the board.
He broke his leg, shit himself, died his own vomit.
That's a sad way to go.
And that was before the fighting began. It's like, damn
The
it.
gypsy woman was right.
Alright, everybody who's watching this shenanigans shit still, you have a great night. We'll see you fucking Sunday for Expedition Dump, where we'll be doing the Wolverine, and then after, I believe we are starting Co-op or Die. And I think our first game may be Civ 5. I'm not exactly sure which one it'll be, but we'll have something to play after Expedition Dump. So everybody have a great night. We will see you Saturday or Sunday. If not, we'll be back here for Friday for episode 33 of D&D 2 Worlds every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern. Have a great night, everybody.
Good night.
Right.
Toodles.